So, well, we keep to the original schedule, and we are going to listen to Shruti Das's poems. Shruti Das teaches English in the University of Nagpur, and she is the author and editor of Literary Oracle, a journal that she publishes from Orissa. Her first anthology is called A Daughter Speaks, and she's not able to be with us today because she has had to cut down her trip to Europe and go home. But she has been kind enough to send her poems to us, and my friend and colleague, Cécile OUMHANI, always gracious to help me, has accepted to read Shruti Das's poems in English for you.
Indian rain. I'm in my nest, chilled by rain, inside out. The gentle lilies hold out their petals and are tired, like the bees, holding and holding all that water they would rather spill inside and out. The butterflies have been waiting to dry out their pretty wings a little too long and are turning into chrysalis, hiding their inside from the out. The Indian rain has lasted a little longer than its welcome. The fields, green and lush, run with me into my house, smudging the rainbow on the rug, and I wait in my nest, alert with the silken-eared mice, waiting for the Indian rain to cease, when I can dry my wet cravings, when I can see the crystal sky come out with a rainbow, bridging my inside and out. In madness, the tattered skirt fell to cover half-length of her thighs, and the back trailed behind like a queen's train. The one-sleeved blouse covered her enough. Someone had placed a few red flowers on her blown, brown, half-matted hair. She sang her songs, clear and loud, piercing through the dusty traffic's maddening sounds. Her voice dipped down to croon to a sleeping baby, held in her gently swaying, empty arms. She dropped the baby to pick up the phone and give instructions to someone, somewhere, in some imagined mansion. She smiled at me, lovingly, smiles, then filled her eyes, and she rolled, flowing peals of laughter on the street, careless of others' wonder and wheels. Spent, she lifted herself off and walked away, singing in an untold wild. A new dawn. I have left you back. I have left you sitting with the needles, the spikes, and bloodless veins of yesterday. I have left back ghosts like memories that haunted me and threatened to grip my brain and squeeze my heart till drops of sweat oozed out of my toenails. With a sway of my hips, I have left you with the last autumn leaves to laugh your toothless, scary laugh through the iron railings of yesterday's windows. I have put on stringless shoes. I have unsashed the frills of my dress and left you the scissors, which you sharpened to clip my wings. My wings have tasted the wind, have slipped out through the keyholes of your dark home into a mindless stubbornness. I have left, and now gyrate to the music of the wind. I sway and swirl, swish and bow, winter, spring, summer. There is always song in the wind. I have left you sitting by the window, with your fat fingers and overgrown teeth, sucking the stale air and playing clogged flutes. The sunshine tempted me into liquid passion. I left you with your needles piled and peaked dreams of time. The informed yesterdays, todays and tomorrows, inflamed with incandescent thoughts, glow, sparkle, and form tongues of sharp flames, reaching up to the peaks of hope, and engulf the pyramids of desire, licking them with diabolic heat, till some charred remains fall from the piles and wait for another 1,000 years to spread their wings and fly upwards like a phoenix. Of mountains. When you blast the heart of mountains with dynamites and machines, do you know how it feels? Do you ask even how it feels? Mountains don't speak. How can you tell? How can you know? Mountains don't shriek and cannot fight back when you tear them, jagged, into big chips and small chips and shards of stone that hurt to no end. It has to stand, pretending stoicism as usual, as it has been doing for millennia now, until you came to spot it, to admire it, to get jealous of its magnificence. It cried its molten tears to drying streams who were too scared to protest. The green paddy fields looked on with fear at night and disgust in the daytime. Just wait till the clouds come and we tell them. The mice, the rabbits and the baby birds ran to some friends, but who could dare? Couldn't you have asked? You're civilized. You say made in God's own image. Did your God ask you to break and tear and shred and crush? The big pieces you took, like the greedy Faustus, Mephistopheles' pet, were my children, but not ready to be sold. I bled when you tore my skin and broke deeper. The kind wind sucked away my blood, and your angry tools drowned my agony. Yes, you could not reach up, so you pulled me down, tugged and tugged. I would not come. I could not come. I'm so old, you know. I could tell you stories of your grandfather and grandmother. They came running to me from the beasts, from the gale, and from your lust. I'm too old, too tired to help you cross bridges and take all those wheels on my back. I have stood here and seen you grow like dinosaurs and gnaw each other, demanding the Helen of Troy. Thank you.
So some of you were at the poetry reading by Cécile OUMHANI for a newly published collection called Asar the Reed. So you know that she is a well-known poet and a novelist. And in my hurry to introduce Shruti, I forgot to add that. I apologize for that, Cecile. Thank you for that.